Start recording. Start streaming. And we should be live again.
Okay.
So viewers, bear with us. We're trying to get our setups correct. Are you going to check on your...
Yeah, once Twitch is able to be viewed on my phone, it takes a few seconds. Okay.
Yeah, I guess there's always a few seconds of lag.
All right. All right, I can hear myself on stream. Great.
A little bit of echo. Okay, we're good. So, welcome to day 7 of Advent Code. I have a guest today, my son, Lincoln. Lincoln, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lincoln. I am 35 and I work at a company called Wave. We do mobile money in Africa.
Sweet. And my name's Ken Quirk, and I am an engineer, and we're solving Advent problems. Advent Code problems. Been mostly doing it in Go, and I think we're going to try it as well today. I guess we should.
I have never programmed more than a few lines of Go,
so maybe you'll learn a few things too, and this might be fun. Or from your. So Lincoln did a code review of my code yesterday and had a couple of comments that were like, "Yeah, you don't speak Go, do you?" Basically, frustrations with some little limitations of Go, which is valid criticism. But let's start by looking at the problem for today. And see what it is we have to solve.
I have not read this. Have you?
No, I have not read it yet. So I'm about to read it. I don't read every word, but I'm going to share the screen so that people can see the browser. And the treachery of whales. Okay. A giant whale has decided your submarine is its next meal, and it's faster. However, a swarm of crabs, each with their own tiny submarine, seems to be massive underground cave system. Oh, goody. We're probably going to have to navigate that at some point in the future. But tonight, crab submarines all need to be aligned. Crab submarines can only move horizontally. Make a quick list of the horizontal position of each crab in puzzle input. So I think this means it's a linear problem. Just positions on a line. So we have a horizontal position of each crab. Crab position submarines have limited fuel, so you need to find a way to make all their horizontal positions match while spending as little fuel as possible. Okay, so yeah, this is just a one-dimensional problem. And
this is an optimization problem.
Yes. So we want to find the one that minimizes the position that minimizes the fuel usage. It's interesting that. So is this a weighted? This is not a weighted average, or is it? Is this finding the median? No.
No, well, it's like finding the average, sort of, but it has to be an integer. Because you're trying to minimize the sum of the deltas from the starting crab positions to the one you chose.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is start with my usual start, which is copying the input data into the browser.
Great.
Into the editor. So
simple
back to the editor.
Parser, just commas.
Copy this value, and put it in. So what I do is usually just paste that into input sample, and then into input. I also read the input data, which is a whole lot of numbers. We're out at 3,800 columns. So there's probably 1,000 values in that data set.
Yeah.
And in yesterday's Go, I parsed a string of numbers, but I didn't parse them. I parsed them using the cheapest possible rule.
Subtracting 0. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of your comments was this is very robust, and the reason I did it that way is because the Go A to I function returns two values, and you can't do that in one line. So I just took the cheap way out, since I knew it would never fail. But so let's do. I'm just going to run and grab. that. Day 6 from another editor. That code.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Wow. My machine is a little bogged down, so it's being a little slow.
Sorry.
I'm doing everything, but what happened?
So is this the strconf Golang package?
Yeah, strconf dot A to I is the function. You don't even have to, because the editor will automatically add it. The fact that you did is fine, but the Go tooling is set up so that if you use the way that the packages, the package system. If you've imported a package so that it's in your package repository, then you can use the functions in it, and it will automatically.
If you've imported a package so that it's in your package repository, then
the tooling for that has kind of automatically improved over the years.
Do the imports.
Wow.
The tooling for that has kind of
running this extra code thing just really bogged my system down to like ridiculous levels. So I did system down to like ridiculous levels. So I did this yesterday, and I'm just going to paste it in, and we can. I did this yesterday, and I'm just going to paste it in, and we can.
Great.
And then I'm going to close this window because it just killed my machine. I'm going to close this window. All right. So what I did was after I read, so read all reads the entire file as an array of bytes.
After I read,
or slice of bytes. And so then I did its strings trim to trim off any garbage on the end, so I didn't get any empty.
So then I did its strings trim
to trim off
whatever you just did.
You
garbage
opened
on the end, so I didn't get any empty.
My machine's browser.
Whatever you just did, you opened my machine's browser.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I just like triple clicked on something.
That's hilarious.
I selected some text.
So, nice way to spam something.
Just
like right click on everything and open the browser, and it'll pop up on my machine.
Spam something. Just like right click on everything and open the browser, and it'll pop up on my machine.
So
I'll try to not do whatever that was.
Yeah. So instead of this, what we're going to do is right here we'll say
instead of
value,
this, what we're going to do is
and
right here
I'm going to assume we're not going to see any errors.
Value
equals strconf.
I'm going to assume we're not going to see any errors.
A to I.
Yeah.
Equals strconf.
Please.
Dot A to I.
Please. And yeah. So this. The Go range, you know how that works?
Yeah, and right.
The first value in a range loop is
the
index, and the optional second value is the element from the array bound to a variable. Now, the thing that's interesting about that is that if your slice, there's a difference between slice and arrays, but if your slice contains pointers, the value you get bound to is the pointer, not the not the entry itself. And that pointer gets reused every time. So if you like stuff that pointer into things, you're going to get three, like n copies of the same pointer
every time. So
as opposed to, a different value every time. So you have to be a little careful when you use that,
as opposed to, a different value every time. Just you have to be a little careful when you use that thing. Just
yeah, it's going to consume the string, return a value, and then we're appending
the string.
we want to do this with
string,
crabs.
return a value, and then we're appending. We want to do this with crabs.
Yes, append returns the new array. It's not like Python append.
It returns the new
and
array?
Yes,
so
append returns the new array.
And this will
like Python append.
Okay, great.
Slices in Go have
and this will
capacity and size. So
slices
the size is up to the capacity, and so the append can reallocate, and if it reallocates, you have to have the new one. But if it can allocate in space, place it would, and it uses amortized constant time. So effectively, what happens is that it doubles every time you get to twice the size. It'll double again until it gets well over 1,000.
It doubles.
It goes up by like a quarter each time.
It'll double again until it gets well over 1,000.
But
it goes up by like a quarter.
But anyway, this is the idiom. And also, the other thing you can do here is if crabs initially started out as nil, which it does in the case of the way you did this out, you allocated this variable.
Crabs initially started out as nil,
the first time you look at it, it's nil. So you couldn't. The length of a nil slice is 0, but any access to it will fail.
The length of a nil slice is
but
0.
append can append to a nil slice and will allocate it. So this works.
But append can append to a nil
So
slice.
we just created our slice of crabs.
Great.
Just for fun, we'll just run it to make sure it works properly up to this point.
And just for fun,
input
we'll just
sample
run it to make sure
and
it goes properly
So
up to this point. Input sample.
You can do go run, and then you have to give it the list of files, or you can do go build, and it will build them all and stuff. But right now,
files,
and actually
or
go install.
Go build.
But there we go. We have it printed the slice, the values in the slice, which are correct.
But there we
so
go.
that worked.
It printed
so
slice,
now we have our
the
slice, and now I think we should write functions to process the day. So we're going to do.
So now we have our slice, and now I think we should write functions to process the day. So we're going to do,
and we'll take a slice of int
07a. And we'll take a slice of int,
and we're going to return an int, which is the answer to our puzzle, or unless we decide we want to do something else. But for now, that'll do.
Return an int, which is the answer to our puzzle, unless we decide we want to do something else. But for now, that'll do.
Yeah.
So you want this function to solve the puzzle, which is to say, find the answer and return it.
Yep. All right. Great. So, so the brute force method would be.
So the brute force method would be.
Take the min and the max, loop from the average or the min or whatever to the max.
I guess we'd have to try all of them. You can't do a binary search. But the question is, mathematically, is this exactly equivalent to a weighted average?
The question is, mathematically,
or a median,
is this exactly equivalent to
calculation,
a weighted average or a median?
If we just sort the list. Sorry.
So it's more like a linear regression.
Sorry.
It's more like a linear regression, right? Yeah. Where if you were I remember doing this in calculus class, which is that you create the system of equations like 0.1 minus mu, which is the average. I forget exactly how you do it, but you create a system of equations, and then you take the derivative of it, and then you solve for the derivative equals 0, and that's the max or the min of the system. But that works because all of the errors are squared, right?
So actually, though,
this one is non-squared errors. It's
isn't it the case?
And you can't take the derivative of it anyway.
We can.
Isn't it the case
we can make a guess and then move in the direction of descent. That there's not going to be multiple peaks in this graph, are there?
Move
Or
in the
can there?
direction of descent.
Can there be?
There's not going to be multiple peaks in this graph, are there? Or
Right.
can there be? Can there be?
Well, so it's got to be monotonic, because if you move one over, you're always adding one to everything that's to the left of it and subtracting one from everything that's to the right of it. Oh. Wait,
and then
in that
look,
case,
we
just
can
have
look
to
on either side
the
and
one
then
that's
move in
the
that
middle
direction
of
until
all
it
of
goes
them.
up again.
And then we can look on either side and then move in that direction until it goes up again.
So first we want to sort the array. Right?
So first we want to sort the array. Right?
Yes. We should sort the array. That's a good start.
I don't remember int slice and how it works in this help is.
I don't remember int slice and how it works in this help is.
So is this going to
I'm about to find out.
In place sort an array?
What next? Okay. So the sort function requires an object that implements a certain set of methods.
Okay. So the sort function requires
and so what we're going to do is we're going to sort
and so what we're doing,
and then we cast the array since it is a slice of ints. Int slice implements the methods necessary for sort to work, and that's a capital S.
Int slice implements the methods necessary for sort to work, and that's a capital S.
No.
Wait, so you actually constructing a new instance of this type int slice here?
So
no.
Yes, we are constructing a new value of the type sort.inSlice.
Yes, we are constructing a new value of the type sort.inSlice.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Got it. But it's not constructing a new array. It's just essentially wrapping.
So that's going to.
Yes.
That's a fast and easy way to do that. And if we had a type that required more trickiness, then we could implement the less function and
if we had a type that
swap
required more
functions
trickiness, then we could implement
our type and then pass it to sort.
Swap functions.
There's also a couple of other ways to do it with helper functions.
Type and then pass it to sort. There's also a couple of other ways to do it with helper functions.
Return 0. Okay.
Okay. Try running.
Return 0. Okay.
My poor machine. This is painful. Oh my god.
My poor machine.
This is so bad.
Painful.
What is going on?
Wow.
This is so bad. What is going on? I almost.
Yeah.
Your streaming must be just crushing it.
Something I can close.
Yeah.
I can definitely close Slack.
Just something I can close.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely close Slack.
I can close browser I'm not using.
Close browser I'm not using.
Did we make an infinite loop somehow? No, there's no infinite loops here.
What did you print?
Oh, yes, we did. We made an infinite loop. I just wanted to print the new crabs.
What did you print?
Oh, whoops.
In day 7a, we would call the day 7a.
Oh, whoops.
I just fixed it. So cancel and rerun.
Okay. That's better.
Okay. Okay. That's better.
Okay. Great.
What is it saying?
Beautiful.
Should you sort that ints? Oh,
Okay.
interesting. I didn't know there was a sort that ints.
What is it saying? Should you sort that ints? Oh.
That's why there's yellow lines under
I
this.
didn't know there was a sort
Oh,
that
did it
ints.
give you a hint? Okay.
That's why there's yellow lines under this.
Okay, so we're going to take a first guess at the index.
Right.
Which is just half the length.
Slash. Yeah. Oh, it's just len of array. It's the same as Python.
I don't know how you get the length of an array. How do you get the length of an array?
It's just len of array. It's the same as Python.
Oh, okay. And does this
yes,
an integer
it will
divide? Or how do you
since
get
it is an int, it will give you an int. You'd have to.
Yes, it will by it.
if you divide by
an int, it will give you an int.
If you do colon equals, you don't need the type. So just do ix
colon.
If you do colon equals, you don't need the type. So just do ix colon equals.
Great, and it knows that that's
and it's red because it hasn't been used yet. So.
And it's red because it hasn't been used yet.
Oh, you don't get the little underline?
Got it.
Okay, because
well,
you don't have Go installed locally, I guess.
For some reason, but that's okay.
This is fascinating how this whole thing works or doesn't.
You don't have Go installed locally, I guess.
Error is a reserved word,
works or doesn't.
or not reserved, but it's a
error is a reserved
well-known type. What are you trying to do?
Not reserved, but it's a well-known type. What are you trying to do?
Okay, so I was going to write a function that just like computes the error if we choose crab at index ix. But actually, we don't want the index. We want the central point, which doesn't have to be an index of an actual crab.
Right. Yep.
It's just a horizontal position.
Right. Yep.
And so in Python, I would write return sum.
In Python, this is like
x minus pos, abs of x minus pos.
Yeah.
In Python, this is
like, so we have to do that one more manually. So
right. So we have to do that
x
more manually. So
let's go underscore x colon x equals.
Let's go underscore x.
I am. Oh, jeez, this is bad.
Oh, jeez, this is bad.
Boy, a non-responsive editor really kills you.
A non-responsive editor really kills you.
No, we want the absolute value of x minus pos, don't we? Oh, you did. You put that in there.
No, we want the absolute value of x minus pos, don't
we? Yeah.
Oh, you did.
In Python,
you put that in there. I missed that.
I mean, I put that in the Python, yeah.
In the Python, yeah.
I want an integer abs. I guess there isn't one in Go. That's interesting.
Okay, so
I want an integer abs. I guess there isn't one in Go. That's interesting.
Huh. Okay. I'm going to
Okay.
I'm going to if and then, yeah, I mean, I could write a little helper function, but can't do it in one line.
Yeah.
There are no.
I mean, I could write a little helper function, but can't do it in one line. There are no.
All right. So this should get a pos of 2 with an ix of 5, of 5, and it should return an error of the answer that they gave in the advent of code, which is 37 fuel.
Oh.
All right, now it should run.
All right, now it should run.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so 37 fuel, positive 2. So this, we don't need to optimize this, but we should try.
Wait, why did we get
anyway? Because in real life we will have to, or we could just start from 0.
Why did we get? Why is pos 2?
Sorry, pos is the horizontal position in the domain.
Yeah,
in the, like, of the game, right?
Why did we
Like,
just
the crab with
print?
horizontal position 2.
But why did we get
Yeah,
2 out of this function?
Why
Huh?
did we just print? But why did we get
returned
2
pos.
out of this function? Huh?
I returned pos
Wait, what's the length of
from day 7a. I changed it to
Wait,
return
what's
pos.
the
length of crabs over 2 is.
The length of crabs over 2 is.
It's 5.
Oh,
X is 5. Crabs of 5 is 2.
All right, it's the median.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Of course.
No, I mean, it was confusing.
Okay. Now I got it.
I like renamed things and typed while you
All
were
right,
doing
so that
something
worked.
else, so you
Okay,
what
now-
I
So do you want to try it on real data then?
All right, so that worked.
Or do you think there's more work to
So
do?
do you want to try it on real data then?
Well, this.
Or do you think
Oh,
there's more
wait.
work to do?
Oh, we could try it on real data. I was assuming that this wouldn't work,
You-
but I guess we should just try it and see if it works.
Right.
All right.
Maybe it does. Maybe it will work. I haven't
Oh.
thought it through. It's possible.
So
that
the total is
right answer.
336,040,
Okay.
and
So the total is 336,040.
Shall we
Horizontal
and
position
try
320,
entering it
30.
into the browser and see if that number works?
Entering it into the
All right.
browser and see if that number works.
So
Yeah, why not? If we're wrong, we'll fix it.
336
So
040.
336 040.
Oh no! It's the question is how much fuel must they
Right.
spend to align to that
I
position?
put in
not
336,040,
what the position is. So did
Right.
you?
which is a total.
Yeah, okay,
I
you
put
already
in
put that.
336,040.
That is the right answer.
Okay.
It worked.
Did it work?
Which
Okay.
is a total. I'm about to find out. That is the right answer. It
Great.
worked.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I wasn't
Crabs
sure if we
aren't
did
interested in your
optimize for them,
proposed
but it sounds
solution.
like we did. Great.
They don't burn
Okay.
fuel at a constant rate.
Crabs aren't interested
Instead,
in your
each
proposed
change
solution.
costs more than one
They
unit of
don't
fuel.
burn
One more
fuel at a
unit of fuel
constant
than the
rate.
last.
Instead, each change costs
So-
more than one unit of fuel. One more unit of fuel than the last. So
X squared.
So it is x squared.
X times x minus 1 over 2.
x squared. X times x minus 1 over 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's proportional to x squared.
Yeah, so it's the...
Yeah.
I threw that number out. That's the sum of...
Yeah, so it's the I threw that number out. That's the sum of
Yeah, the sum of 1 to n.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus
1
4.
to x.
Yeah.
1 to
X
sum
times
of
x
1
minus
to
1
n.
over 2.
1 to x.
So I
X
can't
minus
actually
1
see.
Oh, okay.
The,
Well, you could type in
2 because I haven't solved it
336,040.
Oh, okay. Well, you could type in
Yeah.
336.
Well, I can paste my input.
Maybe not.
Oh, do we all have the
Actually.
same input?
Yeah. Oh,
great.
Maybe not. Actually.
Actually, I'll just check then. If I don't, then you can just run it on mine. Starts with 1101, ends with 1457.
They're not the same.
No, mine ends in, yeah, okay, so no, they're not the same. All right, I'm going to make a new file called lqinput.txt. And then I'm going to paste my input. And now we can run it on my input and get my answer. Okay, run it, please.
347,449. Okay.
347,449.
449. That's the right answer. Boom. Thank you.
Okay.
Great. So this is now actually just a linear regression problem. And there is a closed form solution to this that we can probably just look up if you want, or we can try to derive it.
So wait a minute. Both of our inputs started the same.
Both of our inputs started the same.
Yes.
But they ended very
We're now
differently.
trying to figure out what the deal is with how they generate
Okay.
But they ended very differently.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Super interesting.
I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
So if we take each one of these objects and we have to count.
If we take each one of these objects,
we can create a second array that has all of the fuel calculations
create a second
in it,
array that has all
given
of
our
the
pause
fuel calculations
value,
in it,
and then
given
run
our
the same
pause
algorithm over that.
value,
Oh no.
and then run the
'Cause
same
we'll-
algorithm over that. Oh no.
Yeah.
The fuel calculations change as you change the pause, but you could do it with a 2D array because and like something maybe, but because it's n squared, it doesn't seem like that would be faster than just computing the error each time. No, I mean, yeah. So to me, there are two obvious paths, but besides the brute force method, which like probably will not work. Which is one is to look up what the formula is for linear regression, and the second is to do some kind of like gradient descent thingy, like we were planning on doing, or I was planning on doing before I realized that the median was actually just a solution for the previous stage.
Yeah, I'm not.
Or we could try to derive instead of look up the closed form solution, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm just trying to think about. God, it's been so long since I've thought about.
I'm just trying to think about.
I mean, I feel like the danger of the trying to do the calculus solution is that this is a Diophantine equation.
Trying to do the calculus
restricted to integer values, and I'm not sure that all those things work the same.
Restricted to integer values, and I'm not sure that all those things work the same.
Well, like the non-integer solution is less than 1 away from the correct solution, so we might have to try at most 2, wouldn't we?
Is that true?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So it's a continuous function. It's not going to have weird like spikes in it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I also kind of, based on my knowledge of how they do advent of code, I wouldn't be surprised if like
it's also
the calculus solution popped out.
So if we were to write the equation for the curve, then just find the solution to the derivative being 0. That would
solution to the derivative being 0.
Find the minimum.
That would find the.
But I don't know that I remember enough calculus from 40 years ago to be able to do that.
I think so.
But I don't know that I remember enough calculus from 40 years ago to be able to
it's
do
an
that.
interesting one. I would be fun to try, but it also might be a waste of time.
A get error.
Let's just write
function.
A get error.
That. Yeah.
Let's rewrite the get error function so that we actually know what we're working with.
And so we're going to say.
And so we're going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want the colon equals in this case because we don't want to declare it. We're going to put delta outside.
Yeah, we don't want the colon equals in this case because we don't want to declare it. We're going to put delta outside.
Is that right? Delta times delta minus
yes.
1 over 2? Oh, Wait, so 1
Yes.
times 0 over 2 is 0, which is not what we want. 1 times 2 over 2 is 1, which is what we want. So 2 should give 3. 2 times 3 over 2 is 3. Okay, yeah, it's delta times delta plus 1 over 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's get error 2 at position median and see.
All right, I'm going to copy this to case B.
Which they should tell us in the sample, right?
All right, I'm going to copy this to
and
case B.
Yeah. The old alignment fuel position 2 now costs 206 fuel. So we should be able to see that it gives us a fuel of 206.
I'm also going to eliminate our big print statement.
I'm also going to
wherever that was.
eliminate our.
We don't need this
big print statement, wherever that was. We
Great.
don't need this
or that. All right.
or that. All right.
Okay.
206. Okay.
Okay.
Lovely.
And so what it says,
and
yeah, 206 is correct. We calculated 206 fuel correctly. But what we need to result is we need to find the result that gives us 5.
Yes.
But what we need to result is we need to find the result that gives us 5.
Right. Which is or the horizontal position to 5.
Right. So
168 fuel.
I'm just going to move this down.
So I'm just going to move this down
here just so it's closer. And now we're going to iterate. So we have our guess
here. Just so it's
so
and now we're going to iterate.
So index is that.
So for index is that.
Actually, maybe for loop isn't the right way to do it. Well, what's our while condition?
For loop isn't the right way to do it. Well,
so what's our
while
plan
condition
here? Yeah. So, like, the idea is that we might want to check pos +1 and -1 to see which way looks better. And if both ways look worse, then we found the max, we found the optimum. And if one way looks better,
so
then
let's just do
follow that
loop.
way, right?
Yeah. So let's just do a forever loop.
Yeah.
We'll pull this out into a value.
We'll pull this out into a value.
It's not new pos.
Oh, right.
It's,
sorry, thank you.
It's like fuel, right?
Oh, right. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Just do %t and then printf.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, we don't do interpolation.
%t and then printf.
Okay, so
yeah, we don't do interpolation.
You fix it.
Yeah, this is one thing I'd love to have from other languages, but oh well.
Yeah, this is one thing I'd love to have from other languages, but oh well.
This will break if we hit the end of the array, but we're not going to hit the end of the array, so I'm not worried about it.
This will break if we hit the end of the array, but we're not going to hit the end of the array, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you returning?
Wait, why are you returning?
Well. So if fuel 1 and fuel 2 are both worse.
Oh, okay. So we're going to return two values here then.
We've found the optimum.
Oh, okay. So we're going to return two values here then.
Yeah. Well, or we can just print them.
Yeah, we can.
I mean,
but
yeah, I'm not sure. We can return tuples.
Yeah, you can.
Let's just return fuel.
We can also just return fuel, which is really the answer that we need anyway.
Let's just return fuel.
Yeah. So is it always going to be, it should always be the case, it's a quadratic equation, that fuel 1, if we haven't found the optimum yet, then only 1 will look worse and 1 will look better. We don't have to do something where they both look better.
I believe that's true.
Yeah, so just do pos plus plus and pos minus minus.
I think we should try it, and if it doesn't work, then we'll figure out that
Yeah, so just do pos plus plus and pos minus minus.
Yeah, it's a postscript and go.
Yeah, it's a postscript and go.
Save it.
Okay.
The return statement will never be reached.
So
that's fine.
The return statement will never be reached.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So that's fine. We don't need it.
Okay, so let's try it.
Okay, so let's try it.
We've been putting new lines in, but...
Oh,
we've been putting new lines in. But...
Oh. You added new lines?
Try again.
Okay.
Oh. You added new lines?
I did.
That's the right answer.
Okay.
That's the right answer.
And that solved it. So let's do it with input. It might take a number of additional iterations, but okay. Yeah, it had to move from 323 to 463.
Yay. All right, we can run yours now and then...
Yay. All right, we can run yours now and then...
Great. We'll be done.
Can you read it? We did it. Okay, cool.
Answer. Yay! All right, we did it. Good
so
job.
This problem would have
okay, cool.
Solved honestly much faster and more easily in Python or a more expressive language. This was kind of like
much faster,
almost written for
Python, a more expressive language. This was kind of like
almost very written
for.
What's the word I'm looking for?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, like a machine learning framework probably.
I have colleagues who are doing trying to do all of these in awk, or somebody else is doing them all in F#.
Who are doing trying to do all of these in awk, or somebody else is doing them all in F#.
The other thing we could have tried, although it would be complete overkill for this, is using Z3, which is a theorem prover constraint solver. It can do integer programming optimization problems. I haven't tried to use it to solve an optimization problem, and it's obviously overkill for this particular case, but at some point it might be fun to do a theorem prover based solution. I did one last year.
We should try that one of these days.
Sweet. Day 21.
Cool.
Yeah,
we should.
But I think we can declare victory on this one and
for a harder problem.
Call it a night.
Yeah. But I think we can declare victory on this one, and
this was fun.
Call it a night.
Thank you.
Great.
Hopefully we'll do this again soon.
This was fun. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to stop streaming now.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right. I'm going to stop streaming now.